MCDHH, Massachusetts Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. Introduction of MCDHH Commissioner Opeoluwa Sotonwa. Greetings to the Massachusetts Deaf and Hard of Hearing communities and to MCDHH staff. My name is Opeoluwa Sotonwa, and I am honored to introduce myself to you as the new Commissioner for the Massachusetts Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. I invite you to call me Ope. My family and I fell in love with Boston as I traveled many times to Northeastern University, where I earned my Doctor of Law and Policy degree. We are thrilled to call Massachusetts our new home. My passion for advocacy started when I was young in Nigeria. I contracted spinal meningitis when I was 16 years old and lost my hearing as a result. At the time, there were superstitious misconceptions about deafness in Nigeria. Being deafened was considered a curse and a sign that I was not fit for success. However, I was personally motivated and aspired to become a lawyer. The first time I applied to law school, my application was rejected. On my second application, I did not disclose my deafness, and I was accepted to my delight. However, upon personal appearance at the school, the dean's office deregistered me because of my hearing loss. As you can imagine, this was an upsetting situation. I brought a lawsuit against the school for discrimination and was ultimately admitted. My progress was monitored, and I had to prove myself within the first 2 semesters. Through hard effort, I achieved academic success. I earned my law degree and became a barrister at law. My initial work was with a group of lawyers to draft the first major laws protecting Nigerians with disabilities. I later moved to the United States and continued my education at the Howard University School of Law, where I earned my LLM degree. I then relocated to Kentucky and worked for the Kentucky Commission on the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. After a 5-year tenure, I moved to Missouri and led the Missouri Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. It was there that I discovered that a small team, with the support of the community, could produce big results over the course of 6.5 years. Collectively, we transformed the Missouri Interpreter Certification System. Our team advocated for legislation that established the Missouri Support Service Provider Program that provided for increased independence for deafblind Missourians. We supported the creation of a 911 service board and ensured that people with disabilities had a seat at the table when emergency communication policies are formulated. Our office instituted new programs to facilitate accessible interactions with law enforcement. we established a distribution program to provide hearing aids to low-income Missourians. Throughout it all, we continued to provide daily advocacy and resources to deaf and hard of hearing individuals, as well as to interpreters and other professionals that support the community. I am thrilled to bring this proactive experience and passion to the Commonwealth and to work with all of you. I aim to do this by offering MCDHH leadership that promotes diversity, inclusion, and equity, and pushes the issues impacting the deaf and hard of hearing citizens of the Commonwealth to the forefront of public discourse. These values will be prioritized and institutionalized in a new strategic plan that I am working on with MCDHH leadership to develop. Since Secretary Sutters announced my appointment, I have been busy holding a series of one-on-one conversations with a wide range of diverse community leaders, because I strongly believe that fostering relationships between MCDHH and the community we serve will spark a cycle of success. When we listen to the needs of the community, we will know where to focus our efforts. When our efforts are fruitful, we can build a reputation as an organization that will be proactive in solving problems before they arise. I recognize that our range of stakeholders is broad. To maximize the potential of our relationships, we will need to vary our communication strategies accordingly. From engaging youth through technology to reaching disabled service members through organizations for veterans. We will recognize and respect our community's rich, heterogeneous modes of communication and identities, including those of BIPOC, deafblind, late deafened, and many others. I welcome your suggestions on appropriate communication strategies that work for you. I'm excited to be leading MCDHH as we celebrate its 35th anniversary this summer. It is my hope that each of us can look back on all of the monumental accomplishments the agency has had with pride, learn from the challenges MCDHH has faced, and use this as a strong foundation to work together for greater successes. I invite you to come be a part of the 35th anniversary and MCDHH's success story. I'd like to end on a personal note. One of my core philosophies as a servant leader is that excellence in public service requires dedication to the people and a heart for the issues impacting them. It is with honor that I commit to this principle. I invite you to adopt this philosophy as well, and I look forward to embarking on this new journey with each of you. Thank you.